What's up, guys?
It's Lara and Joy with the What's Up podcast. Today we don't have only one guest, but three. After less than 2 years together as a band, they already dropped the single Peaceful War and the album You Used to Be Home with great success. Hello and welcome, Attic Stories. How are you doing?
Hey guys, we're pretty good. We just a bit of a stressful weekend because
we just moved.
Yeah,
Sino and
together with
myself.
another friend, and yeah, he's the first guest in our new flat, and
So it's a quite exciting time for you guys, isn't it?
yeah, it is. But
now
Okay.
most of the work is done, and we're about to calm down and relax a little bit and enjoy
Yes.
the weather. We have very nice weather here in Karlsruhe.
yeah, hope and thanks for having us. We were really excited to be on your podcast. And by the way, it's our first podcast that we're in. Thanks for that.
Yeah, that's very cool to hear. Thank you for coming. We're very excited to have you.
So, for the listeners who don't know you, could you please introduce each other?
The guy in the middle, this is Sino or Marius. His nickname is Sino because his last name is Masino, and he's our, I would say, a little bit of our
Band leader.
band leader, if you want to name him like that, because I think he started first with the idea to found a pop punk band, and he gathered us all together, and he's writing very cool riffs. Most of the guitar riffs are from this band. And Sino is a cool guy with cool tattoos.
Yeah, the guy on the right side is Elsa. He is our guitar player and he sings also a lot of parts. He is very crazy sometimes, but yeah, he is the funniest part in our band. So every band needs this one, and yeah, we're happy to have him, but yeah, but no, it's okay. It's a really cool dude. We are happy to have him.
This guy is Becker, or also Marius. He's our drummer, and we know each other since pretty much 25 years now. We are 25, so yeah, we were in kindergarten, in school, and you name it, you know. And we started a band when we were, I think, 12, 13, something, our first band, which was really bad. And no, we were, at the time, we thought we were really good, and it was fun, of course, but still, it was, you know, it was, we had no songs, no like, in Germany, you'd say, it was a school band thing, you know, and we played a few shows together, but yeah, and then we had another band after that, which was like we did a tour by ourselves, and we recorded an album, so it was a bit bigger. We didn't put as much effort in that band like we do now in Attic Stories. Yeah, and as I said, we know each other for almost 25 years.
So, you could say that you have really much experience in doing music through all the years you played already in the band, right?
Yeah.
I think every journey begins with very tiny steps, and like they had some bands before, and I played in some bands before too,
and the other band members too.
and
so,
yeah,
Romana and Bas.
all of us had a lot of experience with bands and with playing live, and yeah, and I think this is very important for us today, because from the beginning, if you start a band, there's nobody who teaches you. Yeah, you have to do this. You do it like that. You play shows like that. You use this equipment. No, you have to. Yeah, you have to find it for yourself, and you have to go to this journey. And I think we all had different ways and came together as Addict Stories today.
So what are you guys doing besides your music?
I always call it youth worker, but in German I'm a Jugend- und Heimerzieher. It's, I don't know the English word for it, but let's say youth worker, and right now I'm studying social work beside working. Yeah, in 2 years time, hopefully from now, I'll be an official youth worker.
And I am studying. I started in October to study social work too. In my case, it's work and studying together. It's combined. And before I tried a lot of different jobs. I studied art history a while ago, and I started to work as an event technician, and I worked in an office with IT support, and I did a lot of stuff. But I think a big reason why I quit this stuff was that there are a lot of jobs you can't combine with being in a band, and being in a band or playing in bands was always my passion. And so I tried to work I try to do something that I can that fits together with my life as a guitar player in a band or drummer. I played the drums before, and
and I'm studying economics, like Elsa, in a
dual system.
Dual system, in my second year, and hopefully in 1 year it's over.
You always need you have two guys like us who are good with people and good with creativity. You always need a person that said, "Yo, we have no money.
We have to earn money and be realistic." So it's my part.
His part and Bas' part. Bas is our bassist. His nickname is Bas. And I'd love to say something about them too, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. We would love to hear something about the other two.
He's doing some like painting in a. It's not painting. What do you say? Lackierer. We don't know the English word for that. I have no idea. But yeah, he's doing that. And Romana is working with kids too. Yeah. Yep, that's it. So we got 3 social work with kids people, and the two guys who are economics.
So I would say that's a great mix for a band like yours. To be honest, I always wanted to make a band by myself. I play several instruments and love to perform on a stage, but it really never worked out. So you told us already that you partly know you since 25 years, but how did it come that you said, let's make a band and write new songs and just be on stage together?
It basically started with me and Romana, our singer. She texted me if I know someone who wants to do a pop punk thing, or if I want to do one. And I was like, hell yeah. We are playing our last show with our old band, and that was in November 2017. Yeah, 17. And we played our last show, and I told her to come over to the show, and we talked after the show, because that was our last show, and I was like, I want to do something again soon. So we decided to meet and do like some acoustic covers, and and we filmed them. And I thought about, okay, maybe there is someone who wants to do like the band thing again. And I asked Bas and Becker. I was like, I've met this girl, and she can sing really, really good, and it sounds so good, and I think it's really
There's much potential.
Yeah, it's a cool thing to do it with her, because at first no one thought of doing a female fronted pop punk band, so it wasn't like our intention to do that. But when I met Romana, I was like, yeah, that's really, really good, and it sounds good, and it's fun. So I showed them the videos, and they were like, yeah, that's really, really good, and let's do this. So so we were 4 by then, and I showed the other guys we met, and I showed them some songs that I've written before, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of like something like that, and that's basically how we decided to do this. And our first song that we really like, we were like, that's a good one, let's start with it, was You Used to Be Home, the title track of our EP. And that was the first song that we like decided to practice and write some lyrics. And
but at this point you didn't meet, right? You just
no,
told
that was just talking, by everything by talking. And then we were like, we want to have another guitarist in the band, and that's how we found, like, we actually we had
us,
well,
if we want to have a band,
right,
but
because I played in a band before too, in another band, and I played in a little punk rock band. We were 3 guys. We did a bit rough old Green Day punk rock, like, and but our singer from my old band, he said after big breakup, he said, yo, I have I can't really do this anymore, because his girlfriend was always with us on shows, and he was really depressed at this time, and he said, hey, I can't do the band anymore. And so we broke up with my old band, and I was like, well, fuck, I want to play music, I want to go on stage. And so I knew them before from their old band, and I called Becker, and I said, yo, do you want to start another band? I know that you break up too, or you just broke up too with your old band. Do you want to make music again? And because I thought, hey, these are really cool guys. We are vibing. We would make a perfect match, I thought. And so I called him and said, yo, do you want to start a band? And at first he was like, we're planning something, and he was not really telling me what's going on.
Because I know that Elsa was playing drums,
and we were looking for a guitarist.
Yeah, we're looking for a guitarist. So I asked Sino and the others, AO. Somebody called me, and then I said to Elsa, if you want to play the guitar, you can join us. If not,
only guitar.
If not, we can't make a band project together. But Elsa is also a good singer too. That's why we are really happy to have him now.
And then he was like, I used to play the guitar, and I still do every now and then, and I could imagine doing it again. I yeah, let's meet and practice. And I showed him the first riffs and like a few things, and we went through all the songs and covers and stuff, and
I really had
yeah.
to sit down and really practice a lot in about 2 months or something, because I had guitar lessons from second or from first to sixth grade, and I learned to play classic guitar, and I think 1 year I had e-guitar lessons, and I learned the basics, the power chords, but I was at this time I was like, oh, guitar lesson sucks. You always have to practice. I want to go out and play with my friends and don't know, and so I quit guitar lessons, and I just played for myself in my room. I always played for myself, and I wrote love songs, and I wrote don't know, riot songs, but always by myself. And in my first band was I had my first band with a few guys from my school, and they said, yeah, we have 2 guitar players and a bassist and a singer. We just need a drummer. And at this point of time, I never played the drums before, and I said to them, yo guys, I play the drums in your band. And I had to to learn to play the drums in about 2 weeks. And so I slid like into the role of the drummer in my first band. And so I became a drummer, and I became better. At the beginning, I really sucked, but I became better, and I identified myself with the drums about over the years. And I think after playing drums for 6 years or something, I didn't think about playing guitar again. But when they said we just need a guitarist, I thought, yeah, that's my chance to be a guitarist again, and to go at the edge of the stage, and yeah, do more stuff with the audience, and be present again on the stage, because that was a thing I always missed when I played the drums, because I was always a little bit in the background. And in my old band, I wrote a lot of songs, and I sang the background vocals. But if you sit in the background of the stage, you can't really you can't communicate with the audience like you want to do. And so I got my chance to be a guitarist again and stand on the stage.
So yeah, long story short, that's how we decided to do all this, and we got together and practiced "You Used to Be Home," as I said, the first song, which was really bad in the beginning, but and then that was, I don't know, late summer 2018, and then in November 2018 we had our first show and practiced 5 songs till then, and now we're here. 2 years later, 1 out, and a few shows played. Which is, by the way, really, really, it has been 2 really cool years for us. Like we played shows that we have never imagined playing them. Like it was really good for a band that just started. It was just amazing. Cool 2 years.
And very important to say, I think, that we, in my opinion, we got really, really good friends all together.
Yeah.
Some of us were friends like them for 25 years before, but me in person, I was the new one. I came to them, and I think we are really good friends today.
Yeah.
Props to you guys. I really have to say that the hard practice was worth it. So if you look at how and where are you standing right now, it's really, really worth it.
Thank you.
Actually, Lara and I, we both agreed that we fell in love with your name, Attic Stories, and we were wondering, how did you come up with that name?
That's a
Well,
Really
good question.
Yeah, it's a good question.
We sat together in our practice and talked about it, and you know, we had, I don't know, we had 20 names.
we
Something
had,
with roller coaster and
Yeah.
something with, I don't know, and it was
Torches.
torches. We really like the word torches, and we're like, oh, that's pretty cool, you know,
But-
with a torch and a cool sign. But
in the end,
there is
we
already a
thought-
band that's called Torches, and then
Yeah.
we will just throwing names in the pot, you know.
The first problem is the most good band names are already given. So you have to. We thought about it has to sound cool. It has to have a little bit of meaning, and you shouldn't find a lot of other things if you search for the band. For example, if you search roller coaster, you wouldn't find our band at first in the internet or something. You would probably find a lot of websites about roller coasters, so it doesn't make sense. And so we thought, I think, basement.
Yeah, right. It got a little more serious or concrete when we were like, all right, let's do it like something like basement, because I used to live in a basement, and
Me too.
yeah, that's yeah, basically almost everyone.
Every one of us
And,
lived in a basement.
Our practice room is like something like a basement, and then but there is a band called Basement. And
even in the same genre.
yeah, then we were like, all right, what else? Is there another cool word for basement? And but it was cellar, and we were like cellar,
The British basement.
and then we talked about, you know, let's just flip it around and go upstairs. Maybe something like, I don't know, we had a different word at first, but then we came up with attic, and we were like the attic, and then I was thinking about, you know, I asked them, what about two cool words? Like, let's just say there is like neck deep, there is
Stand Atlantic.
yeah, that like
Green Day.
yeah, right. Let's just do our real friends. That's right. The first idea I had was like real friends, and I was like real or ethic, real, something like that, and
Real story was it?
real story.
Real
Some
time.
yeah, and then we had real, we had ethic, we had story, and then it was like at story from nah, and then ethic story, but I didn't like the
Why?
ending, and then I was like, let's make it stories,
And then it was like bam.
and
It's the perfect.
and we were
band
like
name.
ethic stories. It's not too long. You can say it like pretty fast. You don't have to do like no. It's ethic stories, and it's stuck in your head pretty quick.
And I also heard that the name Attic Stories has a big meaning. Can you tell us about it?
It's just like the things we want to tell you are in the end they're attic stories. We want to tell some stories with our songs, and all the ideas, all the stories, all these things happened in our attics or in our basements, something like this.
We tried to picture it, and made like you know, we were like, all right, we're telling stories, and you can put these stories under your bed or in your basement or on the attic, something like that, you know, like there is a little box somewhere in the basement or in the attic, wherever, and that's how we were like, all right, yeah, it kind of makes sense, you know, because all our lyrics are like, as I said, we're telling stories about our lives. We are telling love stories. We are telling
Sad
like
stories.
sad stories,
losing
and
someone.
yeah, something like that, and it's all like in our mind, in our heads, and these are stories that you can tell from the attic, like from the box in your attic, you know, just to picture all this thing.
And for example, maybe for example with the song Memories, it's a very, yeah, it's a very sad song about losing a friend. And I think there are a lot of people who had a loss in their family or in their friends, in their group of friends. And if someone's in a bad mood and needs some, yeah, just needs some support, um, we hope that maybe someone finds that in our songs. And yeah, someone like this can come to the attic and bring out old songs like Memories, for example, and listen to them,
Yeah,
right when they need it.
So you already told us that you had a lot of experience by playing concerts. But when and how was the first concert with Attic Stories?
a friend, we were like, all right guys, we are recording from now on, and then we will release music, and then we're playing shows. All right, that was the beginning of it, the plan. But then a friend of no friends played their record release show and asked,
Finding out also.
I'm sorry for escalating, if you've heard them, and they played their release show. They're locals from here as well, and then they were looking for like an acoustic support, and I did that. I played some acoustic covers, just me on stage, as their support band, the first opener, and and then I had the idea, like I was like, guys, let's drop the bomb on this night, in this night.
Not the bomb, maybe like a little hint.
Yeah, like let's do something. And I invited Romana on stage, and we did 2 covers together. So everyone was like, oh, that's cool, nice, they sound good and stuff. And then the last song of the night from our set, what was You Used to Be Home. And we were like, all right guys, we are playing an own song right now. No one knew that, and we were like, let's just drop it. And we played You Used to Be Home, and from out of nowhere, he started, like in the crowd, he started singing, and everyone was like, wow, it's their own song, how can he know? And that's how we, how we like introduced ourselves. And we were like, all right, just keep the name Attic Stories in mind. There is something coming your way. That's it.
So your first plans were already crossed, so how did it go on with you? What came next?
And then another friend who is doing his own label thing in Karlsruhe here, he heard us, and he was like, I really like that. Are you already a band? Because we are doing a festival, and I'm looking for an opener. It's called I Wish I Could Stay Festival, and it's our, like, now we are doing our shop and everything, so it's like a DIY label that we are on, and they're doing kind of like a shop and a few booking things, but fully our shop and our online shop, and all the Spotify stuff. And
if you want to check it out, I Wish I Could Stay. There are a handful of very, very cool local bands from Karlsruhe and around. Yeah, all friends of us.
Yeah, and they asked us, or Pip is his name. He asked us if we want to do that, and he showed me the bands that are already playing on that night, and I was like, all right, guys, plans canceled. We are not recording. We are playing this show, because it was so many cool bands. And headlining was the Dead Notes. They are an amazing band, and we were like, for our first show, it was like the best lineup that we could have imagined. And yeah, that's why we were like, yeah, let's do this. And from that day, we had, like I said, it was in November, and then we had pretty much the week after, I think, we had 2 more shows in December coming. So we played 3 shows in November and December. We didn't think about that.
And
Yeah.
the thing was our recording and record release. It always moved,
Because
far
of that,
away,
yeah.
because we played, and then we thought, yeah, let's play all the shows we can get, and then we played and played and played, and we you have to take your time if you want to record an EP. And at the beginning, I think we just said,
I think we
Yeah.
in the year 2019 we played around
40 shows.
40 shows, so we haven't the time to record our EP, but yeah, that is why the EP dropped out this year and not last year.
That's maybe another question.
Yeah.
I don't know. Different.
That sounds really good. And in order to the question when your first concert was, I want to know what the biggest concert you played on was.
I think by far Das Fest in Karlsruhe. It's like it's a festival thing in Karlsruhe, and like you as someone from Karlsruhe or around Karlsruhe, you just go there. Like it's you just go there.
We all went there for years.
Yeah.
It's every summer, and I think at the beginning it was like a free festival.
It still is, but
Last
like
year
the main stage
yeah.
is like 5 to 10 euros or 15 something. So it's there is a huge main stage, like really big main stage, and then there are headlining Maski Singer, Sino, Beatsteaks and stuff like that. So like big bands, and then there are like a DJ stage. There is a orchestra stage, there is a jazz stage, and there is an alternative stage, which is still pretty big. And yeah, and they asked us if we want to open that stage on Friday. So we were the first act on Das Fest 2019 to like the other stages weren't even open at that time. We played at 5 p.m. and yeah, the entrance, like doors opened at 4:30. So like the people were just coming right after work and stuff, and then it was so exciting for us, like being there and seeing, all right, people coming now. And it's a beautiful area, but so huge. And then we're coming, and then yeah, there were like I think 400 to 500 people on in front of a stage, and we were coming out with our we used to have this hip hop intro, and go on stage and dance, like, you know, and then they played that intro, and it was just like, yeah, vibe.
It was
we were
overwhelming.
feeling it, like we were vibing, as he said. It was just like the people there, and you know, if I talk about it, I get goosebumps. It was just a really big thing, like for us to play that festival, and then not to play at, you know, while someone else is playing. No, we opened all of Das Fest, and that was pretty special. Yeah.
I hope you guys would say that, because actually I was there and I saw you playing there, and actually we talked a bit backstage because I'm a friend of Joanna, which said we have to go there, we have to watch them. I know Marius, Sino, so we have to watch them. They're really good. And then I was there and I was like, yeah, I like that stuff, and that's why we came up with the idea to ask you guys. So yeah, that's the story behind this.
Now you just dropped the ball. Cool.
Yeah, I
Thanks,
really,
yeah.
really enjoyed
good.
it, and I think all the people who were there like felt the same. They all were standing in front of the stage and were dancing all the time. So I think you did a really good job right there.
Thank you so
you.
much. Thanks.
You released your album in May, right? This year.
We released in May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you shot your music videos and stuff like that. Is it still exciting for you to this day, or is there some kind of routine, like it's normal for you?
No,
Definitely not.
not.
It's like, can I say something?
No.
For me personally, is with Attic Stories. It's the first time I made a music video to a song, and I think we really did it pretty professional for our from our point of view. And yeah, it's really exciting, and we did 2 videos, and both videos were completely different, and it's always a lot of new stuff coming. I think the only thing what is a little bit routine today is like how you get on stage and how you put your amp on and how you play, and
But still, that we're messing up sometimes.
yeah, still this is not really routine. I think we're enjoying every moment and everything we do with the band, and it's always exciting, always new, and never routine.
So you released your album, and I'm interested in what is your favorite song and why?
Do we have to do a group answer, or can we do each?
You can do each.
Okay.
My favorite song is the song Memories.
This song isn't what I thought it would be, but that's just how I feel. I remember the times that we had. Why was yours so bad? You know what they say, it's gonna be okay. Well, I guess
Because of the background of this story of the song. So yeah, it's the saddest song, but it gives a very good
Message.
feeling to me. Can you say it? Yeah, it gives a good feeling to me. So that's why it's my favorite song.
You gotta just. I know that's not the answer, but still, you gotta say that we're singing about a friend of us, a longtime friend, in memories that we lost, and so for me, it's also the song with the most like the big emotion and the biggest meaning behind the song, behind the lyrics that I wrote. But my favorite is just by playing is You Used to Be Home. I just love playing that song. It never gets old.
The tapping.
And no, it's just fun to play. And Memories, as I said, is I gotta say is just the biggest message with the lyrics, with the song, and that's why I gotta say both of them, if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite song is Peaceful War.
Wasting time, golden ages, face to face, separated, lost the meaning of society. Like this girl, spineless weather, the one attacks. You've got to meet her, but if you say you're creeping her away.
Because on the one hand, I think it's the most it's a banger, and it really hits hard, and it's really cool to hear and to listen to. I think it's an anthem, yeah. And I personally, I also love, I still love to hear, still love to listen to Peaceful War a lot. And the second thing is I wrote the lyrics, or most of the lyrics for Peaceful War, and so I have the biggest emotional connection to the lyrics. So it's just
That's very nice to hear. So your album also came out during the pandemic, and we were wondering, did you notice any major changes in your career during Corona or due to Corona? And if yes, which ones?
The thing is, because of the pandemic, no band can play, or the bands play live streams or just a few concerts in front of some cars, or just a few little acoustic sets. So no bigger band can play a lot of shows, and so this is like a little bit, we got the time to come to other projects, and we got the time to finish our record. We got the time to talk about a lot of stuff we want to do in the next years. And I think on this hand, it was really a good break for us. But on the other side, of course, we
still can't play shows.
Yeah,
we can't play shows.
We can't celebrate our record with our fans.
We can't celebrate the record. We had to cancel a tour we planned for this summer. So yeah, it's shit. It's crap.
Yeah, it is. As he said, it's still.
You have to be optimistic.
Yeah,
you have to do the best out of the situation.
Yeah, right. And that I can say that we did that. So in that point of view, it was a good time, because as he said, we could finish everything, and also we could think about the marketing, promotion and stuff, because we did that by ourselves, and I think it worked really well. But of course, with the show thing, tour and stuff, it makes it
to answer the question, if we hadn't had a pandemic, I don't know how far we could get with the record, or with new songs. We also recorded some other stuff, and maybe there's something coming soon. And I don't think that we would be at this point without a pandemic, because I think without pandemic we played a lot of shows more, and we wouldn't have the time to sit down and talk and record and plan things.
But have you been able to perform your songs since you have released them? So like outside or something, in a big area outside, or didn't you have the chance to do that?
With full band, like with drums and like we
electric guitars.
Yeah, electrified. We had the chance one time, so we played one show, full band. But we played, I think, 5 or 6 acoustic shows. That's without him, no drums,
and one live stream.
And one live stream. Oh yeah, right. We played a full band live stream, and but the rest, we played 5 or 6 acoustic shows and 1 acoustic live stream. Yeah, so
It's
we
not,
played
it's not
them.
the
We
same.
had the chance to play them, but yeah, it's not the same.
Not in the way we would like to.
Yeah.
And what was the best experience you had on stage?
Well, I have to say it's sad to hear, and I don't want to say it, but my best experience was at a gig we played in Lea near Oldenburg, and I think half an hour before we played, Romana came to us and said, "Hey guys, I'm sick. My voice is gone. I really
She couldn't sing.
she couldn't sing, and she was really sick at this time. She was a little bit sick when we drove there, but
It got worse.
it got worse and worse. And half an hour before we played, she said, "Hey guys, I can't get on stage. I can't sing. And so we thought, fuck, what we're doing? We traveled here, I don't know, 600 kilometers to play, and now we can't play." And then Sino and we sat backstage and put out a guitar and said, "Yo, we have to improvise. We have to share the vocals."
So we split Romana's main vocals and did them by ourselves. We had to do that.
And in the end, I don't know how it sound. I don't know if it was a good show. I don't know, but I felt like the front singer and this evening, and so this was a very cool experience for me.
I think it's just a good thing to know. Hey, we can do something like that. We are able to do that. Like, not every band can do that, and we, even if it didn't sound as good as we are.
Of
usually,
course, we need
we had
Romana
a good,
to sound very good.
She defines our sound. So even if it wasn't the usual Attic Stories sound, it was still a good thing, as I said.
It was
to know that we can do that, and to say, hey, we are able to perform and improvise, and that was pretty good.
Yeah, I would say every time on stage is is the best times on stage with my band. So I can't say that was the best or that was the best. I enjoy every moment with them. So yeah.
For me, it was
Sorry, just talking.
For me it was one time we played a little birthday show festival thing. Like, it was private, so we couldn't say come to the show, but the guy who celebrated his birthday, he invited like 400 people. So it was a huge birthday with a huge stage, and it was really, really fun night.
It was a
really
You can give him a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Olli Braun. And it was a huge party, as I said, and we played a set there, full band, loud, and did a cover of Blink 182's All the Small Things, which was fun. And my favorite moment was that night when the light guy, he asked us right in front of before we played the show. He was like, "Right, guys, I've got these 2 sparkle thingies. Do you want to? Can I use them?" And I was like, "You can, but at one point, please. We've got this one moment where it fits perfect. But if we do that, I also want something on this LED wall behind us." So like 10-15 minutes before the show started, we figured it out, and we put do you know Have Hope?
Yes.
It's an or yeah. We put the Have Hope sign on the wall, on the screen behind us during the song Memories, because it's the message of the song, you know. So it's okay not to be okay. Have hope. And so he put that sign back there, and I don't know if you know the song. It's after the point where where I sing, and we all begin like, and I need you to know, da, da, ba, da. So where all the band starts playing, and that moment was just, from in my head, it was perfect. And yeah, it was pretty emotional because a lot of people were there who know us and who know the guy we're singing about. Um, and then the fact that we had that Have Hope, we could tell the story, and then as I said, that moment when we all hit like da 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 bam, and right at that moment the sparkle goes off, and it was wow.
Yeah.
It was goosebumps. I couldn't sing for a few seconds because my voice was just about to break, and that was pure emotion. And I'd say that was one of my favorite moments, just because of all the story and all the. It was a nice picture. It was a nice gig, and it was yeah, it was just pretty cool.
You know what, guys? I think that's a perfect statement to finish the episode up. But one question you have to answer us, which we are asking in every episode. So, what are you doing on next Saturday?
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
What's the date next Saturday?
I don't know. We can't do much.
it's
So I think next Saturday we're just here, right here, sitting with Lucas, our flatmate, maybe with Becker, or maybe with Bas. I don't know. And we're sitting here and
Writing some new songs.
Or
writing some new songs and
I would-
opening up some
I know.
beers.
I know. I will drink a beer next Saturday. I swear.
So, or maybe we two we will go to IKEA and shop some
For the flat.
some stuff for the flat.
Hi guys, here's Lara from behind the scenes. I'm really sorry I have to tell you what Sino is saying right now counts for the month of November. So luckily we have March right now, and you already can hear their new productions. I really have to say I love what they brought out, and because Joy and I were really excited the whole month. So it's not up to date, but luckily you can hear it already.
And I will just drop it now. We are planning next Saturday. I think we sit together and plan a new release, because we are releasing new songs, like new versions, at the end of this month. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, crazy. Now we are excited.
We will probably sit together next Saturday and talk about that, and or have a Zoom call or whatever. That's probably what we're doing.
Very nice.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, so guys, thank you very much for joining us. We had a really lovely time talking to you, and we wish you the very best for your future career, and we hope to see you live on one of your concerts one day. And yeah, just have a nice day. See you
Next time.